If we do so, when the bridge is built, we will have in place a professional, elite organization that is ready to take on the challenges that come with our future. And when this bridge comes, River West Studios in West Baton Rouge, I think it's projected to create 5,000 permanent jobs, 25,000 residual jobs. You're looking at this place being very, very different in 4 to 10 years. So I think that we must really take it seriously. We're running a little company now, fellas. It's called Porker P. Inc., and everybody in this room is a stockholder. And we need to get a handle on what we do.
In your opinion, will expected revenues keep pace with expected expenses in the next 4 years? And are there ways to generate additional revenue outside of additional taxes?
Well, first of all, every year when another house is built, or economic growth occurs in Porter P. Parish, our tax base increases. Every 4 years in this Virginia reevaluates our property values. Our tax base grows. If we stimulate our economy, if we stimulate our businesses and our community, our tax base will grow. And I think that we have that percentage that goes to the sheriff's department is quite adequate to handle the growth. And as time goes on, as business improves, as the parish grows, so does that percentage. So it is all relevant. And I think that where our problem is in the management of the resources. And I think that is a critical point that we have to address, and that is having someone that is going to manage it and run it like a business. I also want to say that I will not seek a tax increase for the sheriff's department. And I will not seek a tax increase for the sheriff's department. And I think that's something very important to a lot of people here. I think we have to address education, but that's not my department. But I can tell you this, as a sheriff, I will not ask for a tax increase during my first term.
It is said that arresting local drug dealers does not effectively fight the drug problem, as a new dealer just takes the place of the one arrested. It is said that you must stop drugs at the highest level, those bringing drugs into the community. What plan would you put into place immediately, and what results would we expect in both the short and the long run?
Well, first of all, I don't agree with the question, because arresting someone and another one takes his place, fine. You arrest him too. You keep arresting. You keep doing your best. Because my opinion of that is somewhat of a cop-out. Okay, drugs is here, so we just don't let it go. You can't do that. You got to take the hard line. You get paid to fight the problem. First thing I would do, in answering this question, is say this, that we're going to enforce the law. The drug dealers, mid and upper level, we will partner with the Louisiana State Police and DEA to get the jobs done. Those who are operating in and around Porter P. Parish, it goes out of our jurisdiction. But the local and street level dealers here are our problem. As the sheriff's office, it is the problem and obligation of local government and the sheriff's department to handle that problem. So to say that just because a new one takes its place is somewhat of a cop-out to me. I think we got to hold the line, we have to do our job, and if you arrest enough people, they'll start saying, man, I'm going to become a welder. I'm going to become an electrician, because the last 4 drug dealers us on the jail. So it's a deterrent. I mean, that's what our law and judicial system was designed to do. So I would have to say that I disagree with the question, but I will continue to deliver that fight. As to the highest levels, We had problems. I was on the border some years ago, and we were checking cars coming out of Mexico. We'd stop 5 and 500 passed by while we were checking those 5. You look to the right, there's a train track, and there goes a 500-car train passing going to Texas. And you're sitting there saying, my God, what are we doing? But we don't get paid to win, we just get paid to fight. So we fight, and we stopped a few, and made our little arrests, and it was a good training for me, but it let me see the complexity of the problem. It's something that certainly I can solve at the sheriff's level, but we sure being aware of it and working towards it is really going to make a difference. I think by being involved in rehabilitation for the users, I think if we take this two-pronged approach and look at it, for example, to say we're going to enforce the law with the dealers, and we're going to work with the users to reduce the number of people wanting drugs. And that is also coupled with education in the school system by teaching children in pre-K that drugs are evil and they're bad. And we're going to work on trying to educate children to stay away from it and choose not to take that lifestyle. The other thing is to also look at the situation where if we can educate a child, I would rather educate a child than to have to incarcerate an adult. And I think that the prevention is the answer, education coupled with enforcement, and we're going to try and do all of those things because I think if we're going to really solve the drug problem, it's not one thing that's going to solve it, it's 100 things. It's communities, it's people, it's families, it's parents, and that's the way we're going to solve it. And it's going to take everybody working hard as they can to do something about it, but I'll do my part. Thank you.
While you're on a roll, would you like to give your closing comments?
You could have just sat there all night, Doc. You could have just chit-chat, but I want to leave you with this. I decided over a year and a half ago to run for sheriff because I know in my heart I can do a better job. I made this decision consciously, and I look at it as one of the greatest challenges of my life. I stand before you humble with a desire to serve, and I mean it with all my heart and soul. We have a wonderful place here, and I call it home, Point Capita. I was born here, I was raised here, I've lived here all my life, and you know what? I'm going to die here. I have no place to go. So I want to make a difference with my life, with the lives of your children and your grandchildren. We are truly sitting at the great crossroad. We are here and we will never be here again tonight. Before you make your decision to vote for a sheriff, think about this. Don't make the decision for what's good for you. Make this decision on the future of your children and your grandchildren. I call this place home. And I certainly want my sons and my grandsons to call it home. I am asking you for your vote. I'll be there for you when times are good, but as your sheriff, I'll probably see you more when the times are bad. I'll be fair. My door will always be open. Knock and the door will be open. I will listen to your problems. I will be there with you. I will work with the deputies. I will work with other agencies in government, and I will be a good steward of your resources. I will work hard to make you proud of your sheriff's department, because you know what? It's your department. It's not mine. I just work for you. And it's my job to make it the #1 department in the state. And I will strive to great lengths to try and make that happen. I hope that you will consider me. I'm asking you for your vote, and thank you for your time.